Honestly, this just looks like Pottsville.
Yeah, also, only one.
Yeah. All right, so hello everyone. Welcome back to the Game Room Podcast. This is going to be our riff track for Welcome to Raccoon City, a movie which we're inflicting on Dave, Vicky, and Tino today. Steve and I saw this.
Help.
Yeah,
We're not here willingly.
After we heard them complain about it for an entire podcast.
Yeah,
episode.
so a bit of background for anyone who hasn't watched the episode. Steve and I watched this in theaters, and I think, Steve, correct me if I'm wrong, when we went into this, didn't we have like the attitude of let's give this like, go in with an open mind and give this a shot?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, all right, the Paul Anderson Resident Evil movies were hot garbage, and how could this be worse? And oh my god, it was worse. So, Steve, do you want to say a few words about our experience that day?
No, I don't.
So
Trust me, you'll get the full experience in this video.
So I guess just to quickly summarize a few things. When we went and watched that movie and then left, we immediately went to a bar and I immediately had 2 beers because I needed that just to be able to drive home and not be angry. So, also before we get started, I'm going to go around real quick. Vicky, what are you expecting out of this movie?
There's a reason I baked cookies that have alcohol in them.
All right, Dave, what are you expecting out of this movie?
How do you make a sound that conveys true pain?
We'll get there. Tino, what do you expect out of this movie?
I think it's going to be fun because of how bad it's going to be.
Oh,
no.
Sweet
Sorry.
child. All right.
So I want to preface this by discussing a concept that I learned before we had a discussion
The
about
Valley, right? We've
the
talked about
Valley
this
of
before.
Mediocrity.
The Valley
and
of
my
Mediocrity.
fear is not, and my big fear is that this movie, a 1 or a 2 is entertaining. I fear this movie is a 4 or a 5.
Yeah, I would say it's
Okay.
exactly a 5.5, so it's right between 5 and 6.
Yeah.
As a little treat for everyone, because we're doing this, I have brought something that we might need to get through the day. Tino? Dave?
I don't
Kate
drink,
May
I don't,
Key
I don't drink
Lime.
beer.
That's
sorry.
okay. Would you mind passing one to Vicky? Vicky, would you like one?
Key lime corrosion.
Yes.
You know what? I'll give it a shot.
Yes, the rust-flavored beer.
Yes, this is from the Cape May Brewing Company. It is not rust flavored, but my god, is this good.
I don't drink beer, but I'll give it a shot.
We took a revered sour IPA, corrosion.
Oh, she'll take a shot of it. Okay.
Already bursting with citrus,
yes.
and you'll turn it
That
up a
was
notch.
awful.
Man, these
Okay,
ones
this
are
could
really
be
bad
interesting.
today.
I'm not an
Yeah,
IPA
no.
guy, but I go give this a shot.
Why is
It's not
Google
really
screaming
I'll say this, it doesn't taste like an IPA.
Interesting.
It tastes more like a sour. You know how some beers try to be a sour, but they taste more like candy? This one is like, it gives you like the slightest hint of candy, but it's really, like, it's got like a nice balanced flavor to it. Also, Vicky, if you don't like that, feel free to just pass it over, because I'll drink it.
Also,
gonna need-
save one of those cans. I want to take it with me to give it to my conductor who loves IPAs.
Yeah, sure.
All right,
I got 12 in here, so...
Are we ready to get started?
Oh,
Yeah.
we are ready!
Are the lights good, or are they too
Yeah,
hot?
I'm gonna drop them down
Okay.
to 1%.
All right, we're
Oh,
going to
yeah,
fade
that
the
cool
lights
thing.
before we get faded.
All right, you ready?
All right, let's light
Let
this
us-
candle.
There we go.
Begin.
Oh,
I'm gonna get
Sony really
comfortable.
put their name on this.
I mean, if editing...
I don't think they had a
Yeah.
choice, which
Yeah,
is
don't worry. Sony is gonna come up a lot in this movie.
Yeah, they put their name on this
A whole
while a firearm was held to the executive's head.
this is the dude who's like, I need money for coke.
That looks like a
This
Godfather-
dude
Davis
needed
Films.
money for heroin.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's different drugs.
All right, so who's the guy that needed fentanyl?
Me. Because I'm watching this a second time.
The first line in the movie
Is-
is no thanks.
Why are you watching Golden Girls? You don't deserve that.
No, Golden Girls is probably the best part of this movie.
What was that? Was that a gun?
No.
There's a thing.
I wish it was.
Was that a Nazgul? There's a Nazgul in the orphanage.
That would actually make this movie
Stabbing the
entertaining.
pillows.
Like, aren't Chris and Claire's parents like alive in the games?
Yup! And he's supposed to be like the staff doctor.
Yeah, and there's the Umbrella logo.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So this is an orphanage run by Umbrella Corporation, and it's administered by a Dr. Birkin.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm just trying to keep the lore straight, so I know that. So I know how
Maybe
it's
keep the lore
broken.
straight.
Tino, if you try to keep the lore straight in this movie, you'll be doing more to keep the lore straight than the Johannes Roberts ever did.
So here's the thing: the lore in the fucking games is already batshit weird. This movie does not help.
They use the children from them for tests and
Oh,
stuff.
it's Resident Evil Whammy House, like in Death Note.
No, you know. Oh no! Wait! Shit! I just remembered something. You remember that prototype image of DMC
Oh
where
my
it's
God,
Vicky,
that's good.
Dante and Virgil with the umbrella logo over them? This is the orphanage Dante and Virgil were supposed to grow up in.
I'm gonna say this right now. Vicky just had the best joke of the riff tracks.
No, you'll see.
Oh, I don't like that.
Oh, it is some kind of monster shit.
Yeah, this is Lisa Trevor.
Chris and Claire Redfield,
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Gotta drop the names.
you're taking such care of your sister.
Where's my beer?
But you see how like they're supposed to be setting up like the sibling dynamic where they love and care about each other. This is the only time you really see it. Whereas in the games, it's shown all throughout.
Okay.
By the way, you see it's raining out, right? Okay.
Don't put too much emphasis on family anyway.
Oh wow! So that's how they're.
Well, he's getting his CDL revoked.
By the way, gotta love how she's out in the pouring rain and nothing is showing up on her jacket.
I saw like.
No, it's
a
coming.
drop.
It's showing up on her jacket.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not compared to how much rain is coming down.
That's true. It's just proportionate.
Yeah.
Hey, her hood is down.
By the way, see his door's closed.
Her
Yeah.
hood's
Okay.
back
Now
up.
there's the continuity errors. Yeah.
The rain is still there. The problem is the angle of the lighting. If you have lights shining towards the camera, it'll highlight the raindrops. If they're shining away from the camera, you're not going to see it.
By the way, why did the zombie who automatically see dog opens the door?
Why is the dog licking the blood?
And why does the zombie attack them?
Dogs do that sometimes.
They lick blood?
Yeah.
No,
There's.
no. I'm
if they're
not
wild,
accepting that.
Well, if they're wild dogs, I'm not sure I'd buy a
Rain's
domestic.
That's not a wild dog.
I have met domestic dogs. They will eat anything off the floor. That being said, how did the dog open the fucking door?
I have a high level of suspension of disbelief.
Yeah, it's gonna be pushed to the limits of this fucking disaster.
Well, let's see.
Okay, that title drop sucked ass.
Raccoon City, once the home to the Umbrella Corporation, the world's largest pharmaceutical company, is now a ghost town. Umbrella is transitioning to a new location. All that remains is the skeleton crew of the last few employees. Wow. And those two poor to leave.
Thanks for telling us
Wow.
that in text.
You know, why did you,
that.
What great writing.
Yeah.
why did you tell us that in text? That's easy to show.
So
Because he never heard of the rule, show don't tell.
And now he's at the bar and he's drunk
Yeah,
again.
and here's Wesker, everyone.
wait. Okay, is this a flashback or later?
No, this was later, I guess.
Okay. So we just see him wake up and now he's asleep, in a bar.
again. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that Chris Pratt?
No.
It looks like Chris Pratt.
It does? Oh.
It's Wish version Chris
Was she
Pratt.
really about to open fire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which the real Jill Valentine wouldn't do.
Damn.
Man, no wonder this guy doesn't like his job.
Still sandwich now.
Oh, Jill said, fuck you. But yeah.
Oh yeah, this is the start of the
the timer.
Timer.
Oh, I can't wait for the timer to skip ahead 2 minutes.
It kind of seems like there's just some random frat boy hanging out with the police
You
department.
shot your partner in the ass during training, is that true?
Okay, so we got the random asshole giving exposition trope.
Yeah.
So this is also
Yeah.
weird because
Oh, you missed it. What does yes stand for? Stupid.
Friday, right?
I bet he thought. I bet he was real proud of that
Brilliant
joke.
writing.
so
By the way, that's Bravo team hazing Leon. These uniformed cops are Bravo team.
one thing, Raccoon City is supposed to be a booming town, which is why what the events that happen to it are shocking in the Resident Evil canon. Leon is
So
supposed to
that's
be like
that's another inconsistency because it's a ghost
Yeah.
town in this one.
Yeah. Whereas in the games, it's a midwestern town that is thriving like a big city for some
Okay.
reason.
yeah, no, it is Umbrella City, which is the point.
Gotcha. It's Midgar.
Yeah, actually, and
Damn.
that's the version of dystopia it's supposed to be.
You're not Village Allen.
There are
Village
other places.
Valentine.
There are other.
No. She's Vil Jowl.
Yeah, she's Village Valentine.
Fucking call
there-
Alfred Hitchcock.
I probably just wasn't as bad as it seemed.
Outbreak of something.
Thanks for the ride.
You just hit someone. What do you mean? Wasn't as bad?
Yeah, it's probably fine.
He hit somebody, he molested
Yes.
this chick.
I love that she's like, yeah, whatever, dude. Bye.
I don't have insurance for you.
Oh!
By the way, that dog's infected and just bit him, and now is just sitting there instead of attacking more.
Is that Chucky?
Yeah, why is Chucky here?
Chucky's going bald. Chucky's losing hair at a rapid rate. As is Chucky's mom.
What was that?
Are you saying that about that scene or the whole movie?
Yes.
Don't mind me. It's breaking into my own brother's house.
By the way, notice she shut the door. That'll come in handy later.
Who does that?
Yeah. Oh, what?
And then you sniff it.
You don't just eat pizza that might have been sitting there for 4 days, Vicky?
No.
Still pining after Joe. I say, yeah.
Damn.
Wow. Never gonna happen, bro.
Never gonna
You
happen.
got
Oh,
it
wow.
right, bro.
Yes, Simp Redfield.
She is here to sink the ship.
Oh, by the way.
Hi, Claire. You could have knocked. Maybe you could have called.
How'd you get in?
There we go.
Where were you? I haven't even heard from you in 5 years.
Which is the exact opposite of the lore from the games.
Wait, look, okay, so I've been talking to this guy in a chat room.
What the fuck's a chat room?
1998, people.
It's in the fucking water. This whole town's been poisoned.
This is also a really bad way to do exposition. Like,
Wait until YouTube comes out, buddy.
This is a bad way to do exposition. This seems to... I can kind of tell that this is suffering from a lot of the same writing pitfalls that The Last Airbender did.
Also, what was that last
Yeah.
shot? What was that last shot?
They're not taking. So when they're not showing,
They're telling, not showing.
so one of the advantages of a video game, honestly.
Oh, by the way, guys, meet Will and Annette Birkin, the loving parents.
Why do they look 20 years older than they should?
You just found out there's such thing as monster.
You mean
Yep.
there are monsters? Look, this is embarrassing, Sherry, but I just found out that monsters are real.
So,
Yeah.
fuck
So
we
yeah,
gotta go.
we're going to place claymores underneath your bed just in case.
get your go bag. Oh shit, we're in Silent Hill instead.
Honestly, this doesn't look like the Midwest. This looks like someplace in Schuylkill County.
Oh, I hate that you're right.
Oh, no, wait, guys, notice this time she doesn't shut the fucking back door.
It's a good way to deal with your brother.
You
Do
and
you
this.
see
By
what
the
it
way-
says?
Itchy tasty, because you gotta get the game references in. Also, why not shut the main wooden door when you see her there? Yeah, itchy tasty, we get it. Hey, Claire, don't take my motorcycle. Immediately takes the motorcycle.
What's Vickers doing here? Thought we lost the chopper with the rest of the budget cuts.
I thought we lost the chopper with the rest of the budget cuts.
What's the Spencer mansion?
Well, as I think most of you know, Oswald Spencer was the creator of the Umbrella Corporation.
Yeah, more
And the
dialogue
mansion was his
exposition.
home
Of course.
Until the year of his death in what the fuck are you doing here, Leon? I didn't mean you, you moron.
Oh,
Not you, Leon, everyone else. What if someone wanders in and there's no one behind the front desk
Get
and
outta
all he's
here,
looking
Leon.
for a cat or something?
Real cops
Jesus
are
Christ,
here.
get back there, man, and get a haircut.
Yeah! Wow,
And get a haircut.
this is great fucking dialogue.
I'm getting a cookie.
Actually, that was kind of funny. I gotta give credit.
Man,
I gotta give credit.
Damn, not you.
Does anyone need a second beer?
Ain't gonna happen tonight because I want you dressed in 5, all of you, and ready to fly because I want to know where the hell Bravo team is and what the fuck all those alarms are about. You got me? Come on, get
After they
moving.
just said they don't have a helicopter.
Yep.
Is that a Pokedex?
Exposition bomb pilot.
I'll take a cup.
Raccoon
now.
destroyed at 6
Wow,
a.m.
these-
It's just a circle of life.
Uh-oh. That's a Kill Bill stare.
This is gonna be fun for everyone.
That's a field truck, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you'll see why. Yeah, look at that. All that happens, and Leon doesn't wake the fuck up.
He's got his Sony Walkman
He's
on.
got his walk.
Yeah, he's got a Sony Walkman. Oh yeah, this is dumb.
Oh,
Fuck. You might want to get a fire extinguisher.
No kidding!
Should we call someone? Who are you gonna call? You're the police.
Exactly. An ambulance for the dead body!
Sir, I really don't think you should go. I don't think I'm prepared to handle it. At ease, take care, good luck. I know you'll do a great job.
That's a helicopter they couldn't afford before.
Yep. By the way, here's Bravo Team. That's Bravo Team's helicopter with 4 wheels and a steering wheel.
What is wrong with this?
Oh!
You're right. Jill's a blood psychopath in this movie.
Yeah.
What?
The casting is bad, don't get me wrong, but it would be fine if they at least tried to resemble the in-game
You know, and
counterpart.
that's the direction. The director said, hey, Jill, the actress to Jill, you're playing a blood psychopath.
No, you're playing you're playing the character Trash from Return of the Living Dead.
No, it's just straight up like, hey,
Well-
Jill, you know how you're gonna be Jill? Yeah, you're actually being Reno Combo.
So wait a second. So I saw something. I saw a motif with the red light and the
Yeah.
window. Is this supposed to be where the orphanage was?
No,
No.
this is
this is Spencer Mansion.
This
Okay,
is
so the motif is just that it's controlled by
I
an
will
umbrella.
give them credit for getting
okay.
the colors and the general layout of the opening hallway correct. But that's
Anyone who played the first game for 5 minutes can do that.
they're trying to do a game.
By the way, 1:50 a.m. Pay attention to the next timestamp.
Well-
He went down one alleyway. It happened to be blocked. He came back and said, "I'll try to find another exit."
Is he going to die right now?
I don't know. Is he?
It looks like they're setting him up to die. This looks like
Is he gonna die right now?
You're a cop, why don't you have a gun?
Oh, Vicky, you said you're banking on this movie not doing anything right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to put all of your money on that.
Oh, never mind. No movie ammo.
Oh.
Drop your guns, shove your head.
Gun?
I'm sorry.
Does that look like a gun to you?
He's also supposed
Dunk on Leon!
What's happening to them?
Is it all just women in front of the police department? Like,
Oh,
yeah,
maybe that's the only extras they can find for the day.
maybe.
kind
They're
of.
trying to clearly hide how many extras they don't have.
We might just be able to take a helicopter.
They already took a helicopter.
2 a.m.
Oh,
That's 10 minutes
it was
later.
very low.
Yeah. So it went from Vicky got it. Thank you, Vicky.
Wait,
It went from 1:50 a.m. to 2 a.m.
The worst part is they
That
could have
10 minutes was
averted
important.
They could have they could have
That was
averted this
important.
entire issue by saying 210. This feels like someone took a different zombie script that ripped off Resident Evil and
25
just
million.
added the Resident Evil references back in.
I'd like to say that I appreciate the top results commentary on this. It says, like, welcome to Raccoon City cost $25 million, which is not a lot of money for a recognized intellectual property.
Damn.
So if you look at this, it's one of the few things they get right.
Oh, they did good with the prosthetics. For
Like
this
that.
movie.
That's a good zombie
Yeah, this
design.
looks
I'll
good.
give them credit.
Whoops.
No movie ammo.
Oh, we're out of ammo.
There we go.
Brad playing Snake.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
This is aggressively
On his Nokia.
1998.
Yeah, they wanted you to know
This is
that this was from 1990.
I don't like that
Oh,
I
wait.
noticed that.
Hold on. Notice how it's now Wesker, not Jill or Rebecca, playing the piano, and he's doing so with his like Palm Pilot, which is hearing the notes somehow and telling him what to play. And by the way, you didn't just play 4 notes of Moonlight Sonata in the game. That
You played the entire opening bar with one hand.
Oh god, the plot's coming to get us.
Why?
Oh, okay.
Because that happened.
Oh,
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, are we back in the RPD?
There are 2 separate movies happening simultaneously.
229.
the
Yeah.
movie
Gotta-
came
gotta
out
let
at
you know.
2:30.
There are 2
What?
separate
It took
movies.
them 29 minutes to get down to the armory.
By.
That's infuriating.
Yeah, that's why it should have been 2:15 or something. God damn it. Yeah, it took them. Why are
A half hour to come
Why
down
are-
here.
I know.
so much about guns.
Why do you not know anything about guns?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're the cop!
I ran away a long time ago.
How do you know so much about guns? My parents died in a car accident. Okay!
Yeah. This is, in my opinion, the worst fucking scene in the movie we're about to see.
Oh boy.
Look at the 3 doors!
those two? Those other 2 aren't doors; they're windows.
No, they're doors. They're fucking
They
doors.
couldn't.
They're
they
doors.
couldn't just separate.
Hold on.
Why didn't they just make us cement that up?
Wait, what's he been doing this whole time? Yakety saxing around the fucking zombie?
Yep.
Why are you locked up?
Your work here.
Hey, whoa.
He took. Now look, gun.
You don't have to do this.
Now look, he took Leon's gun. Just watch.
Oh. Okay, he was paralyzed.
Yeah,
in his feet.
Idiot.
He was paralyzed.
Could have used his gun at any fucking time!
I'm a
Dave, if you're locked in a cell with someone who's clearly turning into something that you don't know what it is, and you have a firearm, you're telling me you're gonna let him walk up to you?
What, you think he should have pointed the gun at the thing, then Leon wouldn't have let him out of the cell?
Or he should have at least backed up to the other side of the fucking cell.
Get your shit together. You're not gonna make it through the night.
You idiot.
Man, everybody. What does it take?
I like how he shot 10 rounds out of a 1911.
Could have been a 9mm 1911.
Also, he just wasted a bunch of resources in the game.
Are you done?
You don't get to be action movie cool after spending the whole fucking movie looking like an idiot.
If this version of Leon Kennedy was in The Wizard of Oz, his song would be, "If I only had character motivation."
Yeah. So here's the thing. In the game, it makes sense for Leon to ask why you're in the cell. He just got into town and doesn't know what's going on.
Okay.
Literally, he walks into a town on fire, and the police station deserted and everyone dead.
Right.
Okay, so he's like transferring from somewhere else, and it's his first night there.
Claire meets him
yeah,
on
in
the
the video
road,
game, yes.
and they enter Raccoon City right as it's being sealed.
Okay.
Right. But
This is so
in the
tender.
movie, it seems like he's been there for a little bit.
Yeah, that's what pisses me off. That's why Vicky's right. There are things wrong with this movie, Will. You're right.
We figured that out about 2 minutes in.
Steve and I were aware of this back in November.
Come on, these are your plans!
No, they're
No,
not.
they're
You're
not. They're my coworkers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's your boss.
There's his big betrayal. He's gonna move out of town and save Joe from a zombie. Wow, what a fucking piece of shit he is.
Will brought this up on the podcast, but what we do like about this movie is they don't like have like a whole bunch of zombies all the time. You know how that happens in zombie movies where it's always like
Where it's a horde.
huge horde. It's not really like that in this movie. We're just kind of
There's no horde, so
Yeah.
that I do admit is good.
Because they couldn't afford the extras.
Yeah, that's fine.
Tino's right.
Oh,
Tino's
we can't
right.
afford the like $200 that we're gonna pay an extra.
Yeah, honestly, this just looks like Pottsville.
Also, only one part of the city's on fire.
This too shall pass.
Hashtag this too shall pass. On
Yeah.
Twitter while the zombies are eating you.
Yeah.
It's like, I named the big one Bitey.
We're going to the orphanage.
Why are we going to the orphanage?
Well,
And a liquor.
Oh.
Okay, how does this thing look?
A barnacle from Half-Life?
Yeah, that's a liquor.
So I will say this: the design of this liquor isn't bad. This is probably where most of the budget went.
yeah. This cost $1 million to make.
So,
Like, I like this design for the liquor.
it's straight from the remake. Oh, that's a mask with a face. She made that out of a face.
That's why I said, no, she has like a straight up Buffalo Bill skin suit, yo.
I have one.
Would you infect me with the T-virus? I'd infect me with the T-virus. I'd infect me with the T-virus so hard.
Goodbye, liquors.
You see, nothing I've said will get us demonetized as fast as that, because that's copyrighted. Bye, Lisa. See you in a fucking sequel that ain't gonna fucking happen.
Another movie.
See
You
if
space
you
cowboy.
see you if you survive the earthquake.
Earth?
The what?
The what? I thought it was.
Oh, we'll get there.
I will say, I do like the lighting only coming from muzzle flashes.
Yeah.
There's some interesting.
Look, I'm not saying this. There's not good things in this movie.
This movie has good ideas in it. It just never does anything.
I
good
also
with
like
them.
how he's
I just
using
want
the
to,
lighter.
anytime I actually like something that I see, I want to try to point it out.
No, and that's fair. I've been trying to do the same thing.
That's right, hug it out.
Yeah.
Betrayed us, Chris.
He did not betray you.
He didn't betray anybody.
So I imagine an earlier version of the script was literally written where it was like, oh no, this is the part where Wesker goes to get the tyrant, and they kept the line, but then they changed it.
It must have, because Wesker moving out of town is not a betrayal.
Yeah, no, Wesker trying to feed you to his pet tyrant is.
Yeah.
You know, like, this is just Wesker just leave him, man. Like, it's just like, he's just like, I'm not part of the gang anymore.
Oh, wait, by the way.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Claire, who's been the conspiracy theorist trying to expose Umbrella, is about to find evidence that would expose Umbrella. Now watch what she does with it.
This is where they were bringing kids from the orphanage.
By the way,
she's ripping it.
She's destroying evidence. You want to expose Umbrella, destroy the fucking evidence, you dope. And the fact that he's wearing a tall oak shirt and
why did she let her daughter come in here to see the autopsy of a still living zombie?
I don't know. And here's the other thing. Tall Oaks, it looks like a Disney shirt, but Tall Oaks isn't relevant. This is in 1998. Tall Oaks isn't relevant for at least another 15 years in this universe. Vials. Yes, no, more like injection.
Oh, he did. There he goes. He injected it.
It's an injection, not a drink.
Yeah.
It's not like it's a 5-hour energy he's taking.
That little girl grew up to be Alice.
That's Sherry Birkin.
I don't care. No, she's Alice now. Jesus Christ, is this the shoot room?
The shoot room.
The shoot room.
Wait.
Jill.
When you send in all the stars, they won't make it very far. Tyrant has some real sharp claws, he'll cut you up.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, Will writes our karaoke music.
Steve, are you getting impatient?
I just want you guys to see the cow, and then we can turn it off.
You could be part of my family.
Oh, that's the other
Why
thing.
are you talking? Your head is vestigial now.
Soldier.
By the way, that's part of the plot. Chris Redfield, literally wants William Birkin to be his father in this movie.
You might need to get that looked at, buddy.
All of a sudden, they love each other, even though they hated each other earlier in the movie.
Do it.
Do it.
I'm willing to
Don't shoot my fake simp for father. And it wasn't even that cool.
Yeah, nah.
The CGI department was like, how many eyeballs can we put on his shoulder?
Oh, that's so cool.
We can take one off.
Rookie. Yeah, trust me,
He
I'm
doesn't
as surprised as you are, buddy.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm surprised that you're in this movie too. Go into the mountains from a hiking trail from the city. That's why people who have gone hiking
Wait
or
a
jogging.
second. Why is there a train
So
down
in
there?
There's always a train.
So in this movie, they've made it so the lab is connected to the one in the Arclay Mountains, and the lab is a train. So in the games, when they rode this train out, they emerged in a place where it's like, oh, Half-Life could be occurring over there.
Yeah, wait.
All right, guys.
5:55 to 5:59 to 6 a.m. Here we go.
Oh, here's the cow. Okay.
Just watch it. Don't say anything, just watch.
Okay, so what the fuck's happening? That's not a nuclear bomb.
No, it's an earthquake.
Just watch it.
Is this a prequel to Tremors?
It might be.
Oh, there's Birkin in his fucking game form.
Oh, is it Birkin?
No, that's a tire. Yeah, it's Birkin.
Yeah. Oh no, she's about to be Claire Deadfield.
Don't you stab me. Don't you stab me.
Take that, Sundowner.
Hey, remember that Leon's in this movie?
You might need to move further away.
Yeah, he just kind of... What was that?
I'm just going to step to the side and cover my face, and that will protect me from an RPG.
It did. It only knocked him forward.
By the way, where'd the RPG come from?
Tino, why are you asking
Let
questions
Leon
that
have
would,
this.
destroy the
It
continuity
was
of this
on
movie?
the train.
Just let Leon have this,
Oh,
man.
yeah. I mean, every train has an RPG on it.
Found it in first class.
There's no first class on that train, you asshole!
What the fuck, rookie?
He shot his partner.
Oh,
with an
here it
RPG.
is.
Here's the couch.
Uh-oh.
Listen.
What the?
Fuck this movie. Fuck this movie, dude. So stupid.
Wait, no, it's the same one!
My life is a movie, and I'm the cow being swirled around for cinematic effect.
Oh my god.
That cow floated for like 2 seconds.
You know, guys, earthquakes cause levitating cows.
You know the Nest Lab that they never talked about? You're just
They
supposed
weren't
to know
in
that.
the Nest Lab?
No.
Oh.
There was never a lab to begin with.
So if you haven't played the games, you just won't understand this movie.
Yeah.
Nice.
And even if you have, you'll be mad that they fucked up so many.
Yeah.
Hey, look, here's 5 characters that have no relation to each other.
And that's just the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to Raccoon City. It's
But
gone
they
now.
left it.
But there's no resolution to.
Yeah.
They lived. Is that not enough
Written and
resolution?
directed by an asshole.
I don't know. Maybe it's just because I.
Oh, wait,
like,
guys, hold on.
Who's
Did
responsible
you think this
for
movie was done?
Paul under W.S. Anderson was a fucking
Yeah,
director.
right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Producer,
because
I thought.
in middle school I got sick a lot and at one point had walking pneumonia, so I just watched a whole lot of really bad B
Based
movies
on Resident Evil in quotation marks.
I watched a lot of really bad B movies on the Sci-Fi Channel when I was sick.
First off,
And maybe because of that, I'm not as viscerally infuriated by this.
Yeah,
as
no,
you
I'm
guys
with
are.
you. I'm able to overlook some of those.
Except
But on the
Tino.
other hand, I have not played the games.
except
So,
Tino, the
Wow.
sci-fi movies you watched were
All
original
right.
movies. Oh yeah, there's this too.
There's Wesker.
For no reason.
You good, bro?
Because he's got to be alive for any sequels.
Yeah.
man, bullets hurt.
Wesker literally looks like he's with his babysitter who took him to the beach after his parents had a nasty divorce.
See, okay, so a movie like I can tell that this was crap, and movies like this are why I'm worried about the Halo series coming to Paramount. I'm like, they're gonna mess it up.
Yeah.
They always do. It's a video game series. It's a video game movie.
They almost tried to make it sound like the other Resident Evils, like, soundtrack for a second there, I noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
I wish that every time that like people decided to make any kind of adaptation based on a popular video game.
Oh, he's not Brad. He's just Vickers.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's interesting how Ada Wong is above above.
How do they not have Brad Vickers' first name?
So, in the
Why are they
games-
called Chernobyl zombies?
Why are they called Asher Twin 1 and 2?
Yeah, why are they called
What
Chernobyl
the fuck?
Zombies 1 and 2?
Wait a second.
What? I don't remember Chernobyl in this movie. So
This movie
in the
was
games, is there any kind of characterization and/or subtext or like evidence
off
of
the
the
ass.
For what?
What do you mean?
Like
You mean generally?
like character development or
Yes.
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's plenty of it.
Yeah,
You're going to
okay.
see in the first game.
Okay, the reason I say this is because this seemed to me like a very standard B horror film where there's no character development, no subtext, no characterization, nothing interesting about the writing. It's just the plot is they survive.
Yeah, that's my contributes to my theory that this was a zombie flick that kind of referenced Resident Evil. That Capcom said, "Here, throw all these Resident Evil references and back in proper."
So I don't think that was a good idea to do that with the Resident Evil franchise.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
This was made to launder money. This was made to launder money.
And the reason I ask that question is because I'm trying to figure out in my head, having not played the games, how far off it was from
I will
the
say
writing
this:
of the games.
as a guy who follows the games but hasn't played them, it's incredibly far off.
Imagine if someone was going to make the Halo TV series, but like when you watch it, you realize that what you're watching is literally just StarCraft, the TV series.
I was okay with the original Resident Evil franchise, the movie franchise, because they did not really reference the game.
It was like a side story.
It was
Yeah.
yes.
Like if
But
Chris
that-
and Claire showed up or Leon showed up, it was like, all right, they're showing up to show up, but they did their own story. They didn't try to adapt the game.
Yeah, the story was very different, but it had a lot of elements of Resident Evil.
They took the parts of Resident Evil and built something different out of it.
So it's something that took place in the Resident Evil universe, but wasn't
Not exactly. It took place in its own version of the Resident Evil.
Yeah,
universe.
mirror universe.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, mirror
Yeah,
universe.
because the deal in the movies is that things go horribly, horribly wrong compared to the regular Resident
Oh, yeah.
Like, the world in Resident Evil doesn't end. Raccoon City gets fucked, a whole bunch of people die in many situations like this, but civilization continued on.
Right.
Yeah, but it was a global collapse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the
Well, no,
entire
in the
world was
movie,
fucked.
there's a
In the
global
movie.
collapse. It is post-apocalyptic by the movie.
So
Okay.
I want to segue into something here real fast, and I mentioned this, I think, during the movie itself, but to me, the worst scene was the Ben Bertolucci scene where the zombie comes at him and he doesn't even try to defend himself with the gun. And I remember, like, in one of my Resident Evil fan groups on Facebook, I was arguing with a guy, and the guy tried to say, well, Ben didn't know what the zombie was. I'm like, did you forget that, like, 40 minutes earlier in the movie, Claire literally shows a tape where he's discussing exactly what these goddamn creatures are and knows exactly what they are. So when he's in a cell with one and he has a handgun, he should know, hey, protect my fucking self from this thing.
Okay, so,
and the guy just didn't.
So I want to say something just looking at these.
Mr. X-Man, oh god.
Well, I want to say something just looking at these credits. Like, you watch a Marvel movie and the digital artists, it's like, 5 minutes of names.
Yeah.
That was like a paragraph.
Yeah.
So that might explain a couple of things. Now, the visuals weren't necessarily bad, but it seems like they just weren't true
there were some great visuals in here. Like the liquor, I thought was probably the best animated monster in here.
That's
Set
because
medic,
the liquor showed up for
Rebecca.
the least amount of time.
Like the set medic is Rebecca.
Oh, of course
That's a nice touch.
I mean, look.
I think it's just...
All right. So I got...
Also, why did you... I hope that you guys didn't spend money on these fucking songs.
They would have had to.
Well, no,
they
they were...
had to,
No,
right?
no, they're owned by Sony. They have Sony's music library, but these don't... But only a few songs look like they're actually owned by Sony.
Yeah. So, by the way, so I mentioned what I thought the worst scene in this
They
movie
had to
was.
pay Disney to get the Golden Girls clip.
Yeah. So, all right, guys, I want to go around. I'm going to start with Steve. I'm going to ask all of you, Steve, what do you think the worst scene in this movie was?
It's the cow. It's always been the cow.
And why is that?
Because it's fucking stupid.
All right.
And also, it's not an earthquake that destroys Raccoon City. It's a missile.
Right.
Like a very large bomb.
Yeah,
Like, you
destroys
see a
Raccoon
jet
City.
launch the missile in the game.
No,
Yes.
you don't even see that. You
Like, the
see
United
missile-
States government is the one who nukes Raccoon City.
No, but you don't see the jet in the game, but you do see the missile flying in.
Yes.
But
Yes.
so, all right, I'm going to go in reverse order because I did Vicky, Dave, Tino before. So, Tino, what do you think the worst scene in this was?
The one that jumped out to me immediately was when she plays the VHS of the guy from
Ben Bertolucci.
the internet chat room.
That's Ben Bertolucci.
Explaining what's going on. First of all, the problem in the writing is that it's like, okay, show don't tell. This is exposition via dialogue. Secondly, how did she get this VHS tape? Why is this being explained to her via VHS tape rather than just, hey, he chatted to it? Like, that, the background of what Umbrella Corporation is doing could have been explained in so many different ways.
And better.
And in a better way. But instead we get this VHS tape from a guy who she's been chatting with online. Realistically, he would have just told her online.
Okay.
And that was when I realized, oh, wait, this movie has a writing problem.
Dave, what do you think the worst scene in this movie was?
Chief Irons, needlessly, from a writing perspective, Chief Irons, not only of the many exposition dumps, Chief Irons' was the worst. One, because it told us shit we already knew. Two, because
what about Chief Irons?
No, the first exposition dump he does.
So when he's in the STARS office?
Yeah, when he says the part of the narration.
Oh, I'm sure you all know that Spencer lived in the mansion.
Not just that, but when he mentioned, because he does mention what was mentioned in like that text roll, but that's not what I want to focus on.
Right.
Well, I will say, I could tell that it was exposition via dialogue. That being said, that was stuff that as a non-Resident Evil player, I did not know.
The issue for me is that he also conveyed information that was conveyed in that text, in that opening text.
Yeah,
okay.
So it made the opening text redundant.
Yeah.
Two,
right, it's the last
part
air,
two of that, he
air
contradicts
dragger
himself about the fucking helicopters. Yeah, that would be a cute joke about being on a budget if you didn't immediately go to helicopters.
Right.
Three, the part where they include the needless bullying of Leon, which was just all throughout the entire movie, and it's just, this is a hyper unprofessional department, and that's like the opposite of what STARS is supposed to be.
Yeah.
I get that you're supposed to try to convey this place is dying. That's not how you do it.
Yeah, instead they're just some asshole gank squad.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well,
And Vicky-
and at the same time, it really did look, at least in this film, like Leon didn't have his crap together. Like,
No,
I was
I
like,
mean-
this guy graduated from the police academy? What?
Well,
Like,
I think they pulled his dad pulled some strings. 'Cause he
Yeah.
was like a
Which is
high-ranking
funny because
guy.
the entire deal with Leon in the game is that his family wasn't connected, despite
Not only that, but he was also like
the
a
candy
prodigy
thing's a
rookie.
joke.
Yeah, he's a prodigy rookie in the games. And finally, Vicky, what do you think the worst scene in this movie was?
Before I do that, Dave, honey, were you done?
Yes.
Okay. So I had a couple reactions. So the first scene that comes to mind after watching this is definitely her emotional fucking reaction to the literal evidence that Umbrella is the bad thing.
And how she starts destroying it rather than like, let me gather this to expose him, like has been her entire mission in the entire movie.
Yeah, so it's like it's both of the things I hate about it are in that scene. So the first part is the fact that she's a jackass who's been destroying it. The second is dude just grinning creepily while the twins are just like,
yeah.
You know, I don't like that.
That reminded me of that one Black Lagoon episode, honestly, with the Romanian.
Oh, the Ashford twins are.
That's terrifying.
Those twins, I think, those twins, Black Lagoon, may be a reference to the Ashford twins.
Yeah.
Fratelli Mayhem.
So that all being said, everyone, I hope you enjoyed our riff tracks of Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City.
I'm pretty sure the shot of us was as dark as the movie.
Yeah.
May this entire thing
we don't want to associate with it.
May this entire thing die, and let's actually enjoy the good parts of Resident Evil.
I'll say this, as far as any future riff tracks, I don't know if we're ever going to do another one, but if we do, hopefully it'll be with a better movie, like, I don't know, Zombie 5 Killer Birds, for example.
Oh, dude, we should do the original Mortal Kombat.
Dude, Zombievers.
Zombievers, I'm fine with.
That's a thing?
I'm fine with doing it for any of the zombie, Italian zombie sequels to the original Dawn of the Dead.
Oh, that would be great.
This is fine.
I'll say this. Zombie and Zombie 3 are amazing. Zombie 4 is meh, and Zombie 5 isn't even really a zombie film. I just don't know what they were trying to do with it.
They were like, we have money, we need to make
There
a
is
movie.
no Zombie 2, by the way.
Oh, by the way, guys.
So it's the inverse of Troll 2, because there was no Troll 1.
That's what I was
No,
gonna
because
say.
what happened
What
was...
is it with Italian?
No, because here's the thing. So, the first Zombie is technically Zombie 2, but they didn't label it as such. It's just labeled Zombie. So then when they had Zombie 3 in Italy, it's like, well, like, we can't just call it Zombie 2 for some reason. So in America, it came out as Zombie 3, and America thought, like, well, we never got Zombie 2. But
No,
they
should
did.
be the E of 3.
They could. But yeah, so as far as the riff track goes,
all I've learned from this is that Italian filmmakers don't know how to count.
They don't. Yeah. But I guess to wrap up the riff tracks, as I said back in November of 2021, Johannes Roberts, just fuck you, dude. Fuck you. I honestly hope that you stub your toe on the fucking coffee table of your house every day that you wake up.
Wow.
I hope
wow.
I hope your hair falls out. I hope that you end up worse than fucking Peter Roger. I really just I hate you. I hate you with a passion. You are a piece of human debris, and I cannot wait for the day that I find out that your career is deader than the zombies in this hunk of garbage movie.
Wow, well, why don't you tell us how you really feel?
Well, in that case, I actually love the guy.
I was like, you're gonna get like a chocolate box from this dude in the mail. You know that, right?
Yeah, maybe.
And you bite into it and it's
trust that chocolate.
Yeah, I would send it right back to him after I shit all over it. Anyone else have any parting thoughts for this piece of debris before we move on?
No. Okay, bye, everybody.
Bye!